This is really bizarre. So Ninja Tabby is going to shut down a boatload of damage coming out of MVP. So the way that I'm looking at this right now is you just gave everyone on BBQ the luxury of being able to go into Ninja Tabby if you want to. And then in addition to that, Shen's W, able to block auto attacks, is going to be so potent against this team of MVP, in addition to the fact that Shen and Rek'Sai are going to be able to get Ronduin's Omen. And so MVP are looking to really need to accelerate extremely far ahead of BBQ in the early to mid-game phase and really ride that out into victory, because if this goes too long, I don't know how they're going to win.
Well, they definitely do have some scary elements of their composition. We saw some of this out of Jin Air, where they had Graves, Ashe, and Malzahar, and you can lock someone up for so long if they don't have QSS, and the burst damage that comes out of Graves, and even Corki in this case, you can really blow one person up really quickly in the early to mid game. So maybe they'll attempt to do that, but be more aggressive than Jin Air, obviously, because, I mean, I could play in the game and be more aggressive than Jin Air. So.
Look at that keyboard on Ghost.
Whoa. Well, I mean, his name is Ghost.
He has the white keyboard. And so there's the composition, and I feel like I would much rather have that comp than this one, but Kennen, Graves, Corki, Ashe, and Malzahar really hard pressed. They're gonna need to come up with advantages really quickly. And it's gonna be really hard to coordinate ganks for Beyond on this Graves. It's so difficult with your laners, unless they're intending to just have Beyond power farm, but we're heading into game, guys.
Yeah, let's jump into it. Definitely will be an interesting one here. BBQ versus MVP, game 1.
Ed has no idea what's coming.
Misses the taunt, but here comes Bless. Not going to flash on in, and there's the Stand United. Should be enough. First blood going over to Bless.
And that was a really good gank timing by BBQ. They knew that Ed didn't have a ward inside of the river. Bless is gonna have to be really careful.
Collateral damage is ready. He's trying to save it. He's just gonna kill him without it. And I mean, he just walked straight into that one. Here he comes. Ed is right under that turret. And how's it gonna go here? No knockup, no stun. Okay, the flash into the Unburrow. Into the stun. Ed has to flash away. Will there be a response here? Flashing on in is crazy, but it's not enough to kill him.
Potential in the Corki and the Kennen. Hold that thought.
Yeah, this is just gonna be a dead Totoro. If you get hit by an arrow with that range and Malzahar is there and there's any form of damage afterwards, you're gonna die. And that's what happened. So, continue.
It's a pretty easy pickup, but yeah, the Kennen is gonna be completely unmatched in the split push, and when he can just ignore you and take turrets, it doesn't matter. Max might go down here.
Yeah, just taking...
Pretty standard.
He actually got baited in there a little bit, going for the exhaust. Thought Ghost was alone when actually Bless was nearby to help out.
Now you can see what has happened ever since the pickup of that Wit's End up in top lane. Look at the CS gap between Ed and Crazy. He almost has the Sunfire Cape. Not so sure if that's the best item to pick up first. I would have, oddly enough, thought that Bommies into Ronduin's might be a little bit better.
Oh, nice moves by Ed. The exhaust comes out. Is it going to be enough damage? The knock up here. Ed is getting extremely low, and he does go down. Nice follow-up there by the Zyra.
And yeah, Shen can try to stall it as he wants, but Tempt have to be so careful. Oh, that angle!
Oh, man. Tempt is going to get the Stand United on him to attempt to save him. Oh, man, Bless getting caught out here. Will he survive? No, the collateral damage comes out. You can see tons of focus, super heavy focus down here. Totoro just gets blasted out of this game. And oh boy, Ghost taking a lot of damage too. Will throw out his ultimate, totally whiffs here. Ian will escape up towards top, and now Tempt in a rough spot. We're gonna have Nethergrasp here and flash on Max. but he takes a ton of damage as well. So kind of a awkward spot. This might still open up the Mountain Drake here for MVP, especially because they do have Ad nearby.
All they have to do is survive the turbulence and everything will be okay.
Ooh, he aimed that a little bit too far behind, and then we have the Flash Nethergrass come in, and this is the combo I was talking about with these 3 champions. The ability to do so down here in bot. They may pay for it with some of their lives, though. It looks like perhaps Ed is the sacrifice for that turret. He is going to get a huge ultimate down, though, onto 3 members. Bless getting extremely low. Ed does die, but Beyond able to follow it up with a kill, and here comes the rest of MVP. The arrow hits Ghost right in the face, but they're going to focus on to Crazy, who does not go down. Maha getting extremely low is forced to back out using his flash. And, well, Maha and Max using their ultimates on different members, and they weren't able to burst down Crazy. He slowly come on in, and BBQ is actually going to back off of this Mountain Drake. MVP then starts it before it can reset.
This is really oh, it does reset, and Maha chunks so much.
What's he gonna do? I mean, he doesn't really have much sustain here. Bless coming on in, the big taunt from Crazy. Lots of members of BBQ getting very, very low. Nice kiting here out of MVP. Another shock blast to the face, though. But still, they're able to turn on to Crazy. The double kill here for Corki. And the 3rd Mountain Drake, even more importantly, picked up by MVP.
A little bit surprising. Ed, though,
is in a bit of trouble as Tempt rotates down, and immediately the call for Baron here for MVP. This is huge. Look at how fast they take it down. There's the Ziggs ultimate. Bless comes on in, and no, he does not steal it. MVP able to take that one away. Now it's just about getting out of here. Ed doing a nice bit of damage. Oh, the collateral damage! Picks up a kill on his way out, does Beyond, as Totoro meets his maker. It looks like Maha was able to get out of there with that Baron recall.
But they haven't been able to get there.
There's the
Look
burst.
at that damage.
Real big. Beyond
doesn't take damage apparently. Bullseye, but it did nothing.
He takes no damage. What? That was weird.
A minute until Dragon. Crazy keeps landing these max range taunts.
With the exhaust, Ad will die here, as he can't output enough damage to discourage anyone from BBQ and going on him. The delay game. Look at how much damage Beyond does to that Dragon. That's unbelievable. It's getting really, really low, and the Shock Blast comes in, but Beyond picks it up.
So I want to point out right now that Ian just got 2.5 longswords off of that Drake pickup. Somehow BBQ would be able to lock him down. So he's just gonna, for the most part, ignore the Shen and probably keep hitting the turret.
Yeah, I'd actually like to get a look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the turret. It was just at full health. What happened? What happened to the turret? It's gone.
It's getting about 42 HP in auto. Oh, even more than that now. Yeah, you can see that Crazy doesn't have an answer to it. It is a ticking time bomb, and BBQ are hard-pressed now to come up with a solution to it, because eventually that cannon's going to get into the base, and they pull the trigger, and this might just be nervousness, like a panic attempt.
Yeah, might be lights out here. I mean, they did a lot of poke damage to Ian. You know, that's definitely something to be noticed, but look at the inhibitor, it's gone.
The inhibitor is gone, and even if they get the Baron, all MVP has to do is stall, and Ed will end the game.
Yeah. And here we go. They're going to attempt to come on in, burst it down. Can Beyond get the steal? That's the question. It's Bless versus Beyond right now. Bless with the knockup. Bless dies,
he
and Beyond
the 2
gets
for
it.
1.
Unbelievable. And Tempt is going to pay for it with his life too. And that should be the end of the game. A huge play by Beyond. What a game out of MVP here. Able to make this composition work almost perfectly. Definitely with the help of some dragons as well. But they do make it work. Ghost on the run. Ed in here, just taking down every part of this base. That's the second inhibitor that goes down. And with 3 Mountain Drakes, these towers do not live, and down goes the Nexus. That's going to be game number 1 going to MVP.
And what a way to start off the second series of the night. MVP have to be feeling absolutely fantastic. Not only did they play well, but Summoner's Rift rewarded them well with those dragon spawns. Hold on, Graves has his cigar.
Yeah.
Has he always had that back?
I think so.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He has a cigar in the animation.
Yeah, he does.
They took that from him. You know what? Nautilus being a pal. Listen, I'll tell you the story. So Syndra, she came from the void, and she had this like crazy idea about art. And so she talked to Jin about it. And so Jin sought out his guy from the depths, right? So the guy came up like Godzilla from the ocean, got on Tom's boat, they went to the island, okay, Rito Island, and they got Graves' cigar, and now Graves is back from the beyond.
Are you sure they didn't go to Cuba? You know, Cuban cigars.
Get off the depths. BBQ, though, on the other side, I don't quite have a story for them, but looks like Poppy was a little bit nervous with the story that I just told.
She's giving you that look, man.
Kha'Zix, though, I mean, he was feeling it. He was looking down, he's like, this is what I like.
Yeah.
Tell
me more, LS.
Coming down from the depths. Kha'Zix would certainly like to know how to rewind time like Echo.
Oh, yeah.
Hear that a few more times. So, one more time, this team composition. This is the crew that found Graves' cigar. Nautilus, Graves, Syndra, Jin, and Tahm Kench. They might assemble Captain Planet. And on the other side, Poppy, Kha'Zix, Echo, Ashe, and Lulu. Lots of engaged potential, lots of lockup coming out of BBQ Oliver's.
I'm happy that one team didn't forget about Poppy.
He's even using the Atlantean.
Yeah.
He knew.
Makes sense. He was privy to your story ahead of time. Guys, we're going to be jumping into Game 2 right now. BBQ versus MVP. Can MVP close it out, or will BBQ come back? Let's find out. This was spotted by the Hawkshot, but they're actually just baiting in Bless. There's the ultimate. Bless survives. First blood in top.
What?
Okay, we missed that one. Anyway, let's watch this first.
So the trade starts a little far forward. You can see that Crazy not able to pick up his passive, and you know, Ed told him to come over here. Crazy a little bit late, and then just a nice kill by Ed. Nice solo kill. Nice little addition on Ed up in that top lane. It's only gonna have it until 31 minutes though. So it's not the longest Rift Herald. He won't have it for the entire game.
Not trying to open anything up. Beyond is nowhere near.
Be careful though, Ed. Here come down.
Yeah, the immediately response with the teleport. Is he going to complete that one? Nope. Looks like that was a little bit of a bug, perhaps. But Ed does complete it and comes down. Yeah, split it between Ghost and Totoro here. Missile Voyage coming in. That is Maha and Max. Ghost has barely any mana. Will attempt to flash the wall. Gets Deadly Flourished and devoured. And that should be Ghost going down. Maha gets a bit low, but they are able to pick up the kill. Here comes Bless. There's no ward spotting him, but Ed, meanwhile, and Beyond, and Ian are all rotating down to this Ocean Drake.
Either their mid and bottom tier 2 would also go down.
Tempt using his ultimate to get back into the lane, and Beyond might be locked down here. Oh, so close. Gets pinned against the wall, though, by Crazy. Wasn't expecting him to come from bot. And down he goes.
Beyond wins out again. 2-level advantage.
The stun lands, and uh-oh, Tempt in a bit of trouble. The collateral damage. Oh, and the flash forces that ultimate out, but he goes right back into the hands of Beyond and Ian. And down he should go. One more shot will do it.
I think he's gonna. Oh.
Meanwhile, Max getting himself, or rather Maha getting himself into a lot of trouble. Max as well may bait these two into Ian and Beyond. No other members are nearby. Teleport coming in from Ed. That might be stopped actually by the Poppy. Yes, it is. Oh, well, okay. Ghost just became a ghost. Didn't see him. Totoro also died.
And now Ed rotating into mid lane. They're going to pick up this turret. He doesn't even care that it's a turret. He's just tanking that. They're on a mission. Now they're going to begin to pressure middle tier 2. Teleport on Tempt. They're not respecting it. MVP could get sandwiched.
Yeah,
and in live right now, there's a guillotine about to happen, but in the replay,
we're watching the sandwich too.
Yeah, I don't know which one to talk about. It looks like we're going back to live. So the guillotine from that double teleport. Looks like they only drop Ian though.
Yeah. or Ian or something like that. Hold that thought. Big stun onto Max. Beyond is going to be devoured here by Max, but Max gets stunned up here. Beyond might meet the same fate. Curtain Call comes out in a huge crit onto Echo, and here comes Ed from Beyond. The big ultimate. Ghost is going to just disappear once again. Totoro getting locked up. Double kill for Syndra. Bless. So much CC coming out of this Nautilus, and Beyond, he wants more. Crazy. Might not be able to survive here, the red buff. He's forced to flash away.
They're going to go into Baron, and that's what I'm talking about. You can't win the team fights unless you get a miracle pick onto that Graves. But unfortunately for them, it looked like they had found it, but then Tom Kench, he's quite annoying. Able to pick Beyond up and then get him to safety. And you could see that Tempt was not expecting that damage from Beyond.
Just doing incredible amounts of damage.
So now Bless might be a little bit caught out here. He does have Flash. Max misses the Tongue Lash, so probably going to get benched, but no, I'm kidding. Wow, look at the damage on Ghost.
Whoa, he's looking for that shot. Big knockout by Crazy, but MVP just doesn't seem to care. They are rolling with this one. They're up to 8,000 gold. Maha's going to join the fight again. You were talking about that Kha'Zix. Bless just seems like an annoying fly that's running around, and now he's about to get swatted. Down he goes. Tempt does find the kill onto Syndra in the back. Now Maha getting a little bit low. Doesn't quite look like it's going to be enough, though. Tempt not able to get on in there again. Ghost disappears for the 4th time tonight. I've said that so many times. Down goes Tempt. That might just be the game here for MVP.
Yep, and MVP looked like they're going to push on to the Nexus turrets, and I don't know really what to say about this game. It was just a slow and steady game, and it eventually just spun out of control, and BBQ's composition were not equipped to handle it without their smoke and mirrors. And when they committed to that double teleport play, it all just seemed to go completely downhill from there, because that really just reduced their options. MVP took that huge decisive fight inside of BBQ's red side jungle, and they got Baron and found Graves' Cigar.